Hi, I'm Scott, this is the Centurion, and today I'm going to be doing a review of a new house called Naughton Wilson. Nice. And that fragrance is Gravitas. Great. So, joking aside, this is a brand new house that came out this year in 2020, and it's a collaboration between two people, which is Dan Naughton and Matt Wilson. Now, Dan Naughton, if you don't know, if you've been living under a rock, he has the YouTube channel called Mr. Smelly. Huge fragrance reviewer, been going for a very long time, much respected, and who he's collaborated with is Matt Wilson. Now, he is a perfumer himself. He has his own company called Pocket Sense, and together they are the brainchild of this fragrance. The perfumer behind this fragrance as well is John Stephen. Now, he might just have something to do with Boadicea the Victorious, i.e. I think he's done all of their fragrances. So anyway, getting back to the fragrance, I was given this fragrance, so big disclaimer, I was contacted by Dan and he asked me would I like to try his fragrance. Under no obligation to do a review or anything like that, but he just wanted to find out my opinions on it. So of course, me being a fragrance reviewer, I said, well, I'd love to, yeah, send me a bottle, why not? So within a couple of days I received a bottle, and I've had this bottle for about 3 weeks now. I wanted to give it a really good going over, should we say, because I've got quite a few barbershop, I don't like using that term really, just a nickname, but the aromatic fougeres, got quite a few of them, like Milano Cento and Lilique Pour Homme, them sorts of fragrances, and they share a lot of notes. So for me to differentiate between them fragrances, I need to spend a lot of time with this one, Gravitas. Now, let's get, this is the box that it comes in, just a normal cardboard box, but it's beautifully done, embossed in gold, all your information on the back, and the bottle itself is absolutely beautiful. Look at that, absolutely fantastic looking bottle. It's really heavy. The cap is solid metal, it's really heavy. There's a metal plate on the front there as well, there's no plastic here. The sprayer on this is phenomenal. I will show you in a little while, but with some of the fragrances that I do, I like to paint a picture because it instills a picture in me as well, so I like to share that. Now, what I get from this fragrance is, if you can imagine, and bear with me, if you can imagine, I'm about to, or you, it's up to you, about to embark on a train trip to London. The reason why I'm going to London is for two reasons. One, I want to visit the barbers in Harrods, and then from there I wanted to then go on to the gentleman's lounge and have a look at some fragrances, spend an hour or so there. But I wanted a trim, a facial, a skin treatment, you name it, fingernails done. I wanted the works. I wanted to look good, smell good and feel good. And then afterwards I wanted to spray loads of Gravitas. The reason why is because I'm then on my way to one of London's more famous jazz clubs. I wanted to spend the evening there, have a meal, some nice easy listening music, relax and just have a really good time. That is the image I got with Gravitas Pour Homme. Now, the notes in this are bergamot, mandarin orange and lavender in the top. In the mids you've got coriander, cardamom, pepper, and then in the base you've got patchouli, oak moss, ambergris and vanilla. Now this opens up to me with a lovely citrus hit. It's a little bit sharp, but the lavender is quite powdery, so that offsets the sharpness, and together it becomes a really beautiful fragrance. What I also get from this is a slight sort of a mintiness, almost like a sea breeze. Now I'd imagine that's coming from the ambergris. That's what I'm getting, is refreshing and smooth as well, with the lavender, relaxing, and it's just a beautiful smell. In fact, I'm just going to spray just to refresh myself. That's the sprayer. Look at that sprayer. It's like one of them pressurized ones, and it is, yeah, you see straight off you get that citrus, which is almost fizzy to start off with, but then within a few minutes that lavender smooths the edges and it just becomes a beautiful lavender and citrus smell right at the beginning. As the fragrance moves on, you start to get more of a woody, spicier feel to it. Now that's, I would imagine as well, is coming from your cardamom and your coriander, because both can be a little bit spicy. I think the coriander is more of a sweet spice, and the two together with the light woody texture to it as well is such a warm spice, and the black pepper is such a warm spicy feeling. It just warms it right up, so you go from fresh and invigorating to a more warm, relaxing fragrance. That lavender is still playing a part in there all the way through, and then after that, what you get after about 2-3 hours, you then start to get, which I've heard many people say before, I wouldn't say personally it's the star player of the fragrance, but it is an important role that it plays, and that's the patchouli. The patchouli comes through so elegantly. It's quite earthy, but not to the point where it smells like a damp wood or anything. It's so the mixture of your woods, the woods in the mids coming from your coriander and your cardamom, that sort of thing, mixed with the patchouli, is a delight, and it really is a beautiful fragrance. And this is why I was giving you that picture before, because I wanted you to see that if you could imagine like having the fresh facial and the haircut and everything, going to the barbers and getting that fresh invigorating feeling from it, that's what this fragrance does. And then as you move later on in the day to the jazz club or wherever you're going, because this will fit any environment, I think, it's not offensive, and it is just, it's suitable for virtually anyone to wear. I would say you'd want to be 25-ish and above to really appreciate that. I can't see young people wearing it, but that's what I get from the fragrance. That into the evening, and you start to get more of a spicier, woody feel to it, and it's still soft. It's not shouting miles out in front of you or anything, but if you're in company, it really is going to draw people in, and it's a delight. It really is. I was expecting good things, and it surpassed that. It really did. The difference between this, I mean, I've got some really what I consider as some really nice aromatic fougeres in my collection, the likes of Lilique Pour Homme, absolutely beautiful. And I was thinking, because I love that so much, how is that going to top it? And it does, because it's doing its own thing, which is really, it's unusual for an aromatic fougere to do that. They all sort of smell very similar, and yeah, I love it. That is Gravitas Pour Homme by Naughton Wilson. A big thank you to Dan for sending me that. I will leave a link in the description to the website for you to have a look. £90 it is for 100ml EDP. That's such a good bargain. such a good bargain. But I am so happy and so lucky that I've got that in my collection, and I thank you, Dan and Matt. So if you like the review, give us a thumbs up, like, comment and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. And as always, I will see you very, very soon. Thank you very much.